Hey everybody, good morning. My name is Jerry Hughes. I'm here serving in India, and I wanted to take on the challenge of Dawn Brunn, my very good friend Dawn Brunn. She wants to know how we get out of bed in the mornings. And I've here on the rooftop of my flat in India, and I made a sign for you. Good morning, get out of bed. Of course, it's got the Hughes Foundation logos there. I am a marketing man. I would never miss an opportunity to market the work I'm doing. Anyways, it's at an angle too, mostly because there's not a straight nail in the wall. But this is how I feel sometimes in the morning. I feel lopsided. And it is very difficult for me to get out of bed. I'm a very vibrant, charismatic person, 23 hours of the day probably, except when I'm sleeping. But the morning time is the hardest part for me because I'm single, I live alone, and I wake up in a very quiet home that's just sometimes feels very lonely in the morning. I think of those thoughts. I think of those money I owe. I think about what I haven't accomplished in life. I think about who's mad at me or upset with me. I think about a lot of different things that happens right when you wake up in the morning and you're in bed, quiet and silent. How many of us do that? And so what I do to get out of that rut is I get up. I get out of bed. I physically get the hell out of bed. Every single day, I turn lights on. Lights are important to me. I need light. We all need light. So I turn lights on, and I make my bed. I make that bed military style. Dawn knows. You could bounce a quarter off my bed. I make my bed. I get the lights on. I put the computer on. And mostly, I put music that inspires my soul. What inspires my soul is gospel music. So I am blazing every room full of gospel music. I have the lights on. I make sure everything's cleaned. I look at my finances. What's my bank account doing for today? What's, respond to any important emails. But the point is to all of this is that I get out of bed, I put music on that inspires me, which is gospel, and there's an order, a routine actually. Routine is really, really important, I think, for anybody. Whether you like it or not, routine is powerful. Getting up and doing that same thing every day. Being in an environment that you feel good in. Because if you don't feel good in where you live and where you sleep, then it's going to reflect in your job and your marriage and your life and whatnot. So that is how I get out of bed. That's what gets me going. Are those small, they may seem small, but they're huge in how I react to problems or challenges or unknown things that happen to me in the day. So inspire your soul. Listen to things. Listen to people that inspire you, support you, and encourage you. And quite frankly, just get out of bed. So good morning, everybody. Wake up from India. Namaste.